This video is intended for audiences who are 13 and over. If you are not 13 and over, please fuck off and tell your parents to moderate what you watch online.
Alright, Joe is still a police officer. I thought his whole thing was that he quit being a police officer to be a Boonboomger, but I guess not. He's still on the job. He realized that probably is not any type of job security, so it's like, boy, man, hey, man, what I do when this team fails? I guess I need a backup plan, so I guess I'll keep my police job. I honestly thought he was, he quit being police officer and he was gonna be a full Boonboomger a few times, right? Like Mira, cause to be fair, Mira just in general needs a job because she's just poor, right? And she doesn't have a job, so I guess that's why she needs this job more than Joe. I guess Joe's just doing this like as a side hustle thing, It's like, yeah, I guess I can earn some extra incomes or whatever with this. And also, Ishiro just hates Joe for some fucking reason, right? I feel like he doesn't. The fact that he doesn't trust a police officer but he trusts someone like Mira is insane, right? All right, hey, it's Boonboomger episode 6, I believe. White and Black is this episode title. Let's stalk a police officer to learn his route so we could plan how to attack him later, right? That's good. That's good water in the background. All right, yeah. Yeah, so Ishiro and Mira are doing like this whole like thing where they just stalk Joe around the entire night to find out what's his end game, what's his goal. Like no one chooses to be a police officer willingly, right? Oh, what's he up to? Is he using his police power to break into women's houses and look at and go through their drawers or something? Is he pushing elderly people down the street? Right? Is he kicking dirt into some orphan's eyes or whatever? No, he's actually just an actual police officer who is trying to do his job. Unlike the rest of our cast who are just like, so Ichiro is supposed to be an info broker, I guess. He's a spy or something. Don't know what that deal is, what he's trying to do with that, I guess. Sure, look, buddy, if that's what you do, go ahead, Right? And Mira is just homeless, or she's just jobless and she needs this job more. So I guess that's her thing. Right? Right? And then, then Taya's off. Man, Taya also, speaking of doing their own episode, Taya is just straight up, he's in this episode. But he's not really in. He's off doing his own thing. He's like, hey, man, this week's plot is not a week for me. You guys do your plot. I'm gonna go do my own thing, all right? Don't involve me in your plot, right? I'm doing my own comedy special right now, all right? So don't call me, all right? My phones are off, right? I have put my phone on silence, and I will ignore all your call, right? Yeah. Yeah, so it just turns out Joe's like a good guy in the neighborhood who goes around talking to people and helping people, right? And he's like, hey, good gains, hey, nice gym. I found 25 cents on the ground. Someone lost this. It could be a small child. Make sure this small child get his 25 cents back at some point, right? He might need this to buy a gumdrop or something. That's what I assume that's what kids do with 25 cents, right? They go around buying gumdrops, right? Right. That's definitely what a life of a kid is and what they do. But yeah, that's what Mira and Ishiro are doing. They're just stalking Joe, trying to catch evidence of him being a bad person. I guess that's what they do. I don't understand it. I feel like that's a really big stretch, right? Look, he just didn't become a police officer out of his own fruition, right? There has to have been a reason why he became police, but Ichiro's like, no, as a spy, right? I think he might have some ulterior motives, right? And that's his thing. Mira is just bored, I guess, today, and she's like, I got nothing to do, so I guess I'll follow along with you, right, and see what happens. right? I think that's what's going on with her. She's like, oh man, I have nothing. Also, I like how she doesn't wear pink anymore, or she barely wears pink, even though she's the Pink Ranger. I think that's real funny that they're doing that with her character. She's only wears that pink outfit, right? The one with the sweater, right? Whenever she does like actual work. But on her day off, she's like, man, I am not gonna conform to these. I do not have to wear my work uniforms on my day off. Good for her. Don't ever wear your work uniform on your day off. You don't owe the company anything. All right. Good for you. You know. Right. Taya stole a bunch of people's data. Right. That don't use NordVPN or whatever service. Right. He's like, oh yeah, here's a bunch of people's data I've stolen now, and I'm selling to you for money. He's a real info broker, right? So there you go. And then meanwhile, our Hassalian trio, right? They're once again, I still don't know what their deal is. They are definitely poor, or homeless. It's one of those. Because every episode they have just been in a new location. I guess how you keep it exciting and interesting with them, right? I guess that's it. That's what they do. Yeah. So and then they wish out a song. And man, this is the best character of the show so far. I think this guy who's Mad Rex. Right? Oh man, this guy is so fucking cool. He is straight up dressed like a Mad Max villain and everything. He's the Hassalian Raider Commander, I believe, is what his name is. Right? This guy is fucking cool as fuck. Like he's just here to chill. And the best part is he has like a little dog in his pocket that goes around looking for trouble and everything. Right? I think that's great. Yeah, what is it? Hound Shillian is what this thing's called. Right? Yeah. Yeah, I love this dog. I've only known Hound Shillian for like an episode, but I love him more than Eurocar. Fuck Eurocar at this point. This car does nothing. All right, unlike Hound Shillian. Right? But so they get this week's enemy is a toilet monster. His design's pretty good. I kind of like his design. It's pretty cool. His power's a big stretch though, right? I don't get what is it. His power's like I wash away how you really feel about each other or something. I was like, man, this is a big stretch. Yeah, I don't get it. This makes no fucking sense with what you're doing, right? Right. I feel like I could have been like, yeah, they could have done something else, but right. Also, one of the yeah. So it makes no sense. Also, fucking Boonboomger, Buenos Dias, right? It's really bad at his job. It took him this long to realize, oh, that's not a meteor. This meteor with Mad Rex that came in landed like 20 minutes ago. And now he's realized, oh wait, oh that wasn't a real meteor. Oh man, I should have done something about this. Whoops, I probably should have said something earlier. Now, I guess I'll tell Taya now. Bondaries is really bad at his job. In terms of the only thing this robot is good for is making curry and nothing else. And I feel like a lot of people are gonna die because of his incompetence, right? Yeah. Yeah, Taya fights. So it's like I said. So Taya's fighting Mad Rex this entire episode, right? While the rest of the cast are dealing with the toilet monster, right? Whose ability is a big fucking stretch, right? And I don't really get it. How you watch them, they clean away. I feel like they should all just be shit talking each other, right? And calling each other out on calling people out for no fucking reason, exposing them. I feel like that would have been way more funnier, right, than this. Yeah, so the Rangers are all fighting the toilet monster, and then here's the most insane thing. So I don't get the Boonboomger's powers, right? I feel like everything they've done so far is a fucking big stretch, right? Especially with their stupid fucking wheels on their on all over their body. But fuck, this is the biggest fucking bullshit I've ever fucking seen. Is when Tyra's fighting Mad Max, and he could summon giant wheels to be like hover. I was like, man, what the fuck? Is this a thing? Is that why you guys have wheels on your back so you can summon fucking hover jetpacks? I feel like this is really fucking stupid and it makes no goddamn sense, and I hate it. I hate how these wheels are just becoming a catch 22 at this point. I don't understand what they actually do or mean, right? Or anything about it, right? Yeah. So yeah, the aliens. I mean, sorry. The Rangers. The other three are fighting the toilet monster. I don't know its name. I don't really care about its name. Ichirio gets caught in the crossfire, right? And he learns to respect Joe because of it. He realized it turns out Ichirio just has an inferiority complex. He's a fucking loser, right? Right? He's like, oh man, man, unlike you, I have to resort to a life of crime, right? And I don't get what this really solves between them because Joe is too much of a fucking idiot. He doesn't realize that Ichirio is telling him the truth and that he's not under the monster's fucking and that he's under the monster's influence, right? I feel like they're supposed to be creating conflict, but this conflict is really bad as what they're created, right? Like Joe also he doesn't even mention the part that, yeah, by the way, I was stalking you this entire day, without your knowledge. By the way, I hope you're cool with me doing that, right? Yeah. Yeah, look, they fight the toilet monster, right, and everything. They tricked Eurocar to drive off the edge. This car is too fucking stupid and did not see the edge of the world. I don't understand this sub-dimensional space that they're in. How there could just be a fucking edge of the world on this, right? In this universe, in this weird highway universe, right? It's really strange. Yeah. Yeah, so they fight the toilet monster up. They just shoot the shit out of it, right? There's really nothing else to be said, right? This toilet monster is just there, right? Everyone gets rid of the influence, and now they're going back to lying to each other, I guess, is what happens, Mad Rex says, like, all right, oh, but I have to go walk my dog. We will continue this fight later. My dog is more important. This is a real guy who cares for his dog, unlike the Boonboomgers, right? Yeah, so Mad Rex is definitely my favorite character so far in this show, right? Yeah. We learned that Ishiro is a fucking asshole and that no one actually likes him, and that's it. And then they end the day by eating curry or egg curry or something. I don't fucking know. All fucking Bunderas, Diabolos, Bandino makes his fucking curry, and that's it. Also, hey, don't play in the streets. That's the lesson of this week's episode. Overall, this episode's okay. I definitely think like the Mad Rex plotline was way more interesting than the main plotline. Ichiro is a fucking asshole, and we should not like him anymore because of this, right? And in fact, he's a fucking loser. Mira's just vibing. She is really just there, chilling, if anything, if you think about it, right? And Joe is actually just a guy that's trying to he's also just like Mira, he's trying to live his job and do whatever he needs, right? Yeah. So tier list ranking is so far Ichiro is definitely the worst character of the show so far, if anything. And yeah, I guess that's about it. I don't really have anything else to be talking about this for this week's episode. All right. Okay, thanks. Bye.